Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving a microphone, dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Ooh, Steve Harvey. You're the man, y'all. You better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, why don't you join in with me? If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Today, I want to just share something with you along your way to wherever it is you're trying to get to. You know, everybody has a different definition for success, and I'm not here to tell you what yours should be. I mean, please pursue whatever you think success is. Aim as high as you can, though. That's for sure. My father used to say all the time, I'm sure you all have heard it in different variations, but he used to always say, aim for the moon, just in case you miss, you'll still be amongst the stars. Just say that to me all the time. So that always was in me to aim high. Now, he wasn't saying aim with the intent to miss. He was just saying aim. In case you miss, you'll still be amongst the stars. If you aim for the moon. But if you just aim for that first floor window and you miss it, you know, usually run into some type of wall and nothing happens. You slither down. You know, in my book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, I told people that men love three ways. They profess, they provide, they protect. And that's the core essence of a man's love. Well, there's some other P's in life, too. The number one thing you have to understand about trying to be successful, and I guess I'll call this the 4 P's. I may come up with 5 along the way. I don't know. I'm just talking as it's given to me. So I'm gonna start by saying that these are the 4 P's of success that you have to get ready for. Number 1 is pressure. A lot of it is applied by the circumstance of what you're trying to go for and what you're trying to do. But a lot of it also is self-imposed pressure. It's what you put on yourself to make it. It's a sense of urgency. It's a sense of necessity. But pressure is the first thing I want you to be ready for. And pressure comes in a lot of different forms, but it's going to be pressure. There's an old saying that pressure busts a pipe. See, that's why most people turn around, because of the pressure of trying to be successful. I want you to get it in your mind that it is going to be a pressurized situation on your rise to the top. Pressure. But understand that is what it is not going to change. That's it. Prepare yourself. Get ready for there to be pressure. The second thing I want you to understand is when you receive this pressure, you have to persist. You got to stay at it. You got to develop a doggedness. There's a song out that says, why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. That's a funny line in that song, because really I was thinking about it one day. I was humming it, and it occurred to me. It said, why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. And, you know, now you could take it in the literal sense that a cat chases the dog because it's innately it's in his spirit that cats and dogs are a lot of times enemies. Now, people have pets and have proven that if you show love on both sides, they can exist, and that happens too. But naturally, innately, when your cat goes by a dog and your dog don't recognize them, there's some barking going on. I'm talking about just walking through the neighborhood or something. So, but the reason that this dog is so persistent towards this cat is just because it's in him. It's innately in him. And what I'm saying to you, just using that as an analogy, is that you got to be persistent in that you got to develop some dog in you now, because pressure takes some fighting back. See, if you don't fight back against pressure, pressure busts a pipe. So what you think it'll do to you? Pressure crack walls. Pressure causes explosions. So if you don't fight back to hold it in, you understand, pressure does most people in. The simple thing called pressure. The weight of what it feels like to want to be successful every single day, over and over and over and over and over. It's just too much pressure. People crack. You got to persist. You have to persist. The thought of giving up can come, but you got to get it out. You got to persist. The next thing I want you to think about is another something that I've been thinking about for years and learned for years. It's called perseverance. To persist means to insist. The key word in persist is insist. You must insist that this is going to happen. Now, the persist, I'm assuming, means it's a proaction. It's some type of proaction that you go towards it to make it, persist. You got to be persistent. You got to be constantly at it. You're insisting that it happens. You got to be constantly at it. But the next thing I want you to remember is perseverance. Perseverance is important. Perseverance means that when you've done your best, when you've persisted, when you're fighting back against the pressure, perseverance simply means I'm going to hang in here. If a crack come in the pipe, I'm going to hang in there. If the pipe bust, I'm going to keep going. If I got to put duct tape, mud, whatever I got to put on this thing, man, I'm going to use perseverance. I'm going to stay with it no matter what. So we looking at the three things again. You got to understand that it's going to be pressure, that you're going to have to persist. Key word in persist is insist. You have to insist that no matter what the pressure is, I'm going to stay with it. But then perseverance, if it goes wrong, man, you got to get in there and keep fighting. But then, Lord have mercy, nothing helps you handle the 3 P's better than the 4th P. You got to pray. You got to use prayer. You got to talk to God. You got to use faith. You got to have some conferences with him late at night, early in the morning, in the middle of the afternoon, when you're on the train, when you're driving. You got to talk to God, man. You got to get yourself some help along the way. Nothing is bigger than prayer. There is nothing bigger than prayer. Prayer will help you overcome the pressure. Prayer will help you stay persistent. And Lord have mercy, prayer will help you persevere. Them is the 4 P's. God gave that to me. I'm passing it on.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I'm going to tell you why. Because it's the only one you got. You have no control over any other days. Yesterday, gone. Futures is not promised. Today is the day. Right now, get in it and get your tude right. Get the tude together, man. Triple T's up in here. Start with gratitude. You have to, which will immediately affect your attitude, which has a direct correlation on your altitude. It's them tudes, baby. You get them together, you can be somebody. Man, that's my plan. I want to be somebody. I'm going to mess around somehow, some way, with a little more grace and some mercy and a whole lot of forgiveness, and I'm going to mess around and be somebody. I don't know what y'all doing. I'm telling you, but I'm inviting you to get on this tude train. Gratitude, attitude, altitude. That's the Steve Harvey Morning Show. That's how we're doing it right now. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell Jr., Smile for the South, Mississippi Monica, the legend of Nephew Tommy. Junior?
Yes, sir.
What?
Here we go, Uncle. Let me ask you something, man, because it's like I've had a conversation with my nephew, man, and he want it now. It's such a microwave society today. I want the money now. I want this lifestyle now. I want everything now, Uncle. And they don't understand. They don't have to trust this is a process of failures. Everything that I did to get to my point, I had to fail to get here. He just want me to do it for him.
That's good. You know.
No.
I didn't have nobody I could even want to do it for me, so your nephew's blessed to even have somebody he think he got the audacity to say, I'd like for you to do it for me. It is not the way it goes. It's a long lesson to learn, and the longer it takes you to learn it, the longer it's going to take for you to get it. It is imperative, man, that people understand what this is. But know this, as long as it takes to get successful, must I remind you all, there is joy in the journey. You have got to stop along the way, man, and appreciate where you are. You may not be where you want to be, but take inventory, and oftentimes you can realize you may not be where you want to be, but thank God I ain't where I was. See, you made some incremental steps. And sometimes people don't even get joy in the steps. Man, I ain't where I want to be yet. Yeah, I got you, bro. But must I remind you that 2 years ago, the position you were sitting in, 5 years ago, 8 years ago, hell, last summer, hell, at the start of the new year. See, some people ain't got to look far back. You understand? And there's joy in the journey, but you got to take inventory. Everybody want it now. You know, people try to take advantage of your success because they want it now. I'm going to say that again. People try to take advantage of your success. All of you out there that have measured success, somebody done tried to capitalize on that. This is Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. What?
Yes, it is. And thank you, guys. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, the nephew is here to run that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time to start your morning off with the nephew and run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff? What you got?
We're going to roll to the cemetery right quick, Shirley. We're going to roll to the cemetery.
I'm going.
That's too early.
It's just like running to the stove. You know, you run somewhere else. You run to the
no.
We're gonna run to the cemetery right quick and take a look at the tombstones. Tombstone is the name of this prank, ladies and gentlemen. Cat dog, if you would. Tombstone.
Funeral home, it's Kendrick.
Hey, man, we got a problem with this funeral home. Let me ask y'all something. Look, y'all done messed around and put the wrong name on my auntie tombstone as well as the date, and we got a problem we got to get rectified, man. Y'all got the whole
Hold on, man. Calm down. First of all, what is your name?
My name is Reggie, man, but y'all, I can't understand a funeral home making these kind of mistakes. You know, that don't make no sense. How long have y'all even been in the business to be doing something like this?
Sir, this is a family business. We've been doing this 40 plus years.
Why y'all making mistakes like this, man?
What's the problem? What's the mistake? What mistake you think we made?
Okay, look, man.
We buried my auntie 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Her name is Rosetta.
Okay.
All right? Way you spell her name is Rosetta. Y'all got Rozetta. And she was born June the 8th, 1948. Y'all got August the 6th, 1940. Y'all got the dates mixed up, and y'all got her name mixed up. And what we ain't finna do is have my auntie rested in peace with the wrong stuff on her tombstone. That don't make no sense, man.
Calm down, bro. You keep yelling at me. I can't. There's no way I can help you if you're yelling at me. Now I need.
Well, fix the problem then, man.
Well, I can check the paperwork. I can check the paperwork and see what the problem is. Now, if you gave me the wrong information, your family gave me the wrong information, then we just put down what we was given. And if we got to change something, we'll change it, but it's going to cost you some more money.
Oh, no, hold on. Y'all ain't, we're not paying another damn dime to that funeral. Not another damn dime. The stuff going to get changed on this damn tombstone, and we're not paying for nothing. I'm going to tell you this here. I'm going to come over there.
I'm saying we can help you out. I can help you, but if you gave me the wrong information, that's on you. I didn't do that. That's on you.
We didn't give you the wrong information. Now, I'm going to tell you this right here. What is your name?
Funeral.
What is your name?
My name is Kendrick.
Okay, Kendrick. Let me tell you something. If this don't get changed by tonight, me and some of my cousins finna come out there and start digging up bodies.
Y'all not coming over here and digging up nothing. Y'all, this is my family. You gonna disrespect my family and come over here and you gonna dig up what?
We gonna dig up some bodies if y'all don't get this rectified on my tombstone.
It's not gonna be none of that. I'm not having you coming over here. We gonna fix the problem. I'm gonna check the paperwork, and I can get back to you. That's what I can do. But you ain't digging up nothing.
If y'all ain't fix this thing on my tombstone by this evening, me and my cousin is coming out there digging up some of them damn dead bodies until y'all get this damn thing fixed.
Ain't gonna be nobody coming over here and
somebody finna take up nothing.
Wait a minute. Listen. Hold on. See.
What?
Now I'm getting excited too. Calm, man. Let me just talk to you like a man. Listen. What I'm saying to you is that the family fills out the paperwork, puts the name and the birth date on there. If it is incorrect, it has to be fixed. I have to call the man out here to fix it. And that's going to cost some money. I have to pay him. All I'm saying is, if that is the case, if the paperwork is incorrect, it's not on us, and I'm going to have to charge you a little extra money just so I can get it taken care of.
I'm not going to get charged nothing. We ain't got no more money, man. We ain't got no more money. Y'all charge us an arm and a leg to bury my auntie. We ain't got no more. Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you one more time, Mr. Kendrick. If I don't see a child, I'm coming out there this evening to look at my auntie tombstone. I'm coming out there. Now, if the date and the name ain't fixed, I promise you, so help me, I'm finna start digging up bodies, and if your ass is out there, I'm gonna put you in one of them holes that I done dug up.
Man, I tell you what, Reggie, you're not gonna put me in no hole, man. Like I say, I'm trying to talk to you and tell you what the deal is and how we will get this fixed. Ain't nobody coming out here and digging up nothing. I have to call somebody to get it fixed.
I bet you I'm digging up a hole and I'm putting your in it if you don't fix my auntie tombstone.
Then we both is going in the damn hole. That's what's going to happen.
No, we both going in there then. Because somebody, y'all done mess around and put the wrong date. Y'all done spelled my auntie's name wrong and everything. All of that.
Man, I don't even answer the damn phone. Let my uncle get it. Listen, Reggie.
What?
Reggie,
what do you want?
We're not going to fix nothing. Me and you yelling at each other, we mean. We don't do this. Yelling at each other is not going to fix the problem. I still have to do a step here. I have to look at this paperwork.
So when is you going to look at it then?
Reggie, if you keep yelling, I don't even have time to even go over this paperwork. Every time I get ready to look at something, you yelling in my ear.
Okay, well, let me say this to you one more time. I'm coming. Matter of fact, I'm finna come out there right now. That's what I'm finna do.
You know what, Reggie? Come on then. I try to talk nice to your tell you what to do. I told you that this is a family business, and you disrespected me. Man, you. You come out here, you ain't no cousin. We both going to whole day. That's what I'm trying to tell you right now. See, I got you nice. I'm going out there in just a minute. You don't even know how to lift your kid.
Well, you need to know that my is on my way, because I guarantee you, y'all gonna change it.
I could bring your in. Bring your you ain't your cousin. Who else the gonna call? I dig up both 7 holes out this day.
I bet you when they get ready to spell Kendrick on the tombstone, I bet you they won't spell that wrong.
Oh, baby, come on, you. You and your cousin.
Well, I got something else I need to tell you.
What the else you got to say?
I said, is you listening to me, Kendrick?
What the you have to say, Reggie?
I got to say this. This is his nephew Tommy. You just got pranked by your secretary with.
No.
You alright?
Man. You, Tommy. How about that? Damn.
Hey,
You
man.
got me, man. You got me, man. Man, I wasn't even supposed to be in here today. Damn, I knew something was funny.
Oh, man. You alright now?
Yeah, you got me, but I was going to dig a hole for your today, trying to tell you.
All right, hey, man, I got to ask you one more thing. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm done. Thank you. So kind.
All right,
Thank you.
good. Crazy. Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, we'll ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey, in the building, ready for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Brittany Griner's detention in Russia is extended again.
Wow.
Jailed rapper Gunna wrote an open letter from jail fighting to clear his name. Plus, Mrs. Michelle Obama, our forever First Lady, speaks at Culture of Democracy Summit, in Los Angeles. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour. But right now, the CLO is here. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey, ready for your love questions. Kayla in Maryland writes, I'm a newly married woman, and my husband is a slob now that we live together. He expects me to wash all of our clothes, cook and clean, do all of the grocery shopping, and keep the bathrooms clean. His logic is that I did it all for myself when I was single, so it's no big deal. Is he right, or is marriage a partnership?
Marriage is a partnership, of course. I would be stupid not to say it's anything else. Here's your problem. Your husband was a slob before you married him. Your husband has entered into this marriage with false expectations.
Yeah.
He thinks because you are the WIFE wife, it is your job to clean up, cook, do laundry, since you did it for yourself. Well, the thing that attracted him to you was because you did those things for yourself. That was very attractive about you, that you were clean, well-kept, groomed, all that, stylish, fly, all like that. Now, you married a man who was a slob. You been over his house. You know what it is. Now, he says you shouldn't have no problem because you did it before y'all got married. Well, you did it for yourself.
Right.
You didn't know you were signing up to be the maid down at the Marriott.
This is crazy.
That's the problem.
Slob.
So remind him that this is a partnership and everything you do in a marriage is a partnership. And if it doesn't become a partnership, then you're going to be doing some things by yourself.
Okay.
Like it, CLO.
Yeah, and we're moving on.
That you
It ain't fun
probably
by
did
yourself.
before y'all got married.
Yeah. All right. Shorty in Atlanta says, I'm a 27-year-old single woman, and I'm living with a man that is almost 30 years older than I am. His daughter is a year older than I, and I enjoy hanging out with her. He has a problem with us being close and told me that I should act more like a parent than her buddy. Is he serious? How do I do that?
Hard to act like a parent when you're just 1 year older than the person.
She's supposed to call you
How is
Mom.
your parenting skills the same skills as my child's skills?
Right.
It's a lot of things that come with age difference, and you experiencing one. You should start acting more like a parent instead of a friend. Well, that's not how it works. So sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I've never been involved in an age gap that big before.
Yeah.
You need a
30 years.
You need a
That's
new
why
boyfriend.
half the time, see.
Man.
And it's 30 years old. You lucky you 27 because just 10 years ago you'd been 17.
Oh.
And he'd have been 47.
That's a case.
Yeah. He's very close to
He
a
was called
court.
a case, Tommy.
Yeah,
that's a case.
court entry level.
1 year older.
All right. We're moving on to Jocelyn in Cincinnati says, I am almost 50 and I love to go skating on Friday nights with my girls. My husband doesn't like me going out at night because he's a homebody, but I've always been outgoing. How do I convince him that it's good to get out sometime?
Just keep going skating.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't finna stop. And it is good to get good outside sometime. And yes, it's dangerous out there, but it's dangerous summer everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, you can't shut your life down. Keep going skating. Now, I'm explaining something to you about this 50 and skating. Can I help you one other thing? Falling is different. Falling is different. It's different. Falling is different.
I'm sure she knows that.
'Cause I'm telling you right now, if you fall now, you won't be skating next week. You could be out of skating. You could be out of skating for 3-4 weeks.
But she doesn't want to come home from a great night with her girls skating, and he's in there all mad and everything that she went out.
He's stupid. But you know what I don't like?
What?
Can I tell you something? I'm old enough to make this statement. Okay. I don't like old people that act old. I just don't.
Right.
Man. I get away from them. I don't, man. I don't like old people that act old because it just makes me think, man, is this it for me? But I know people that's my age, man, that just act like, whoa.
Yeah.
Sitting around, woo, what you doing?
The end of the world.
What, Carla?
Yeah, Carla.
I was just wondering, is it old age or is he scared? Safety stuff. Is it a little bit both?
No,
She said he's a homebody.
Well, I don't.
Old.
Well, not in reference to that. It's just people, man, that have bought into the concept that with age comes lack of activity, lack of effort, change of attitude, and sit around because we old.
Yeah, you're old. You don't need to be at the
I mean, man, I know couples, man, that I've met, that I went to school with, and it's dramatic, man, and how they sit there and accept it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the word.
Walking, sitting, oh man, just looking slow. You know how you turn your head real slow?
Like you're doing right now.
Turn your head like it's rusty. Man, look over here.
Yeah.
Something about to pop off. Whoa, what is that behind me? Would you turn your ass around and see?
I got some classmates look 100.
Yes, right, Tommy?
Yeah.
Gave up already.
Yeah. So
you got some classmates. I saw a girl one time in Essen. Steve. Well, I knew she knew me. Roderick. I said, okay, this from somebody way back. I turned around. Remember me? Jesus.
No.
Can I tell you something? I thought she was one of my teachers.
Okay. Versus a classmate.
Oh, damn. She must have flunked me because she knew me really well. Man, when she told me her name, I went home and called my boy. He sent me a picture of her in the yearbook. It was unbelievable, man. So I just say to everybody, look, aging, father time is undefeated, but there is honor in the fight. You ain't got to sit there and look like, I just don't look like I'm losing every damn day.
Stay in the game. All right, thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some national and entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Brittany Griner's detention in Moscow was extended an additional 18 days. Griner is considered wrongfully detained, which signals that regardless of the status of her legal case, the U.S. government will seek to negotiate her release. Griner's WNBA team, the Phoenix Mercury, met Monday with the State Department to discuss the status of her case, and they assured the team they are working hard to bring Brittany home. Brittany Griner was detained, if you recall, back in February at a Moscow area airport after cannabis oil was allegedly found in her luggage.
Yeah, okay, but let me ask you this, Shirley. Well, I know you don't know, but what does that mean? It's been extended 18 days. They're going to release her in 18 days, or it's 18 days for another
third
hearing?
time.
Yeah,
they
18
lowered.
days of her staying there, being
Staying-
detained,
yeah.
and they said the State Department said it's part of the process. She could be detained again.
Even
this could
longer.
keep going
Yeah.
until she gets released. So
They
they
just
said it's
dragging
part of
this
the
out, man.
yeah
They just-
painful process that they're doing. This is just terrible.
Not that she committed a crime or anything, but when I hear stories like this, I just remind people, man, when you are traveling abroad, all this stuff you use at home and at your house, leave all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
You ain't got no time to be over there chewable gummies and all this here edibles, anything. And that's not even what the woman did. But I'm just saying to people, because I know people who travel. You can't
That's
go
a
to these
warning.
countries. Look, man, everybody ain't open to your lifestyle.
And laws are different,
But
Everybody's
different.
not open to your lifestyle. And when
Right.
I'm talking about lifestyle, I'm talking about what you do with your recreational time, like drugs, oil, CBD. All countries ain't open to that, man. You got to be smart.
Yep.
They're using her though. I mean, she's been playing over there for years.
Oh, it's horrible
Political.
what they doing
Yeah.
to this woman.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
yeah.
Then, we're there at wartime too. She's not on the front burner of things to do with Russia right now.
Right.
Russia in the middle of a horrible war they initiated. They invaded a country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yes, they did. And they're still over there. So, hopefully they'll get this matter settled and Brittany can come home soon.
Bring her home.
Yes. In other entertainment news, jailed rapper Gunna, who is fighting RICO charges, is trying to clear his name. He wrote an open letter from jail saying that the America is violating his freedom of speech. He writes 22 and 2, just a bed and shower, no windows, no walls. Can't see or talk to anyone. I'm writing and still praying. Gunna went on to say, my country's amendments have failed me. Protect Black art. Gunna referred to 22 was supposed to be the best year of his career. Gunna and Thug will remain locked up until next year. So, yeah.
Until next year.
Yeah.
What?
Shirley, how do you know all this stuff? Locked up to next year. Well, what's going to happen next year?
Yeah, I mean,
Start the proceedings.
yeah, the process all over again. They've tried to get out, but to no avail. Yeah,
That's rough.
yeah. And finally, and they have attorneys and everything. Finally, in entertainment news, as we move on, former First Lady Michelle Obama spoke at the Culture of Democracy Summit in LA. Organizers say the overall goal of the 4-day summit is to bring together people from various walks of life to discuss the role different industries play in protecting and strengthening democracy through voter registration, education, mobilization, and culture change. Other celebrities include Tracy Ellis Ross, NBA superstar Chris Paul, and Philadelphia 76ers head coach Doc Rivers. So thank you, Michelle Obama, because this is what we need moving forward,
Absolutely.
More education on voter registration, all of that, culture change, all of this. So thank you to all of them. It was called the Culture of Democracy Summit. It was held in LA.
Hey,
I'm
can I
behind
double
anything
back
she
on the Gunner story?
Yes.
Let me just say this right here. I understand the young brother's letter, but don't y'all be confused. This ain't about freedom of writing lyrics. That ain't what he in jail for. It's
Not with the
way
RICO
more than
charges,
that.
it's
Yeah,
pile
it's
of
just
charges.
Yeah.
What,
Sex
what,
trafficking.
what are his charges?
Yeah.
it's a bunch, but it ain't cause you wrote a rap song. I mean, I wish the young brother well, and I don't know anything about it. I just hear certain things, but you're not in jail cause you wrote some lyrics. It's a whole lot of stuff they trying to do to this cat.
Yeah,
and
as a matter of
I don't understand it or know the particulars of it, but just don't y'all be confused thinking he done wrote a rap song, now he in prison.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they were saying that his lyrics in his songs were instructions to do what he was brought in for, the sex trafficking
Allegedly
and all of
charged.
that. So, yeah. Yeah,
Well,
so
this
like
is
you
a
said, do
lot.
not be confused, Steve.
Why would you
I
write it
mean-
and then do it?
I mean, this got something to do with murder, sex trafficking,
Yeah, all of
drugs. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Serious
Heavy,
allegations.
serious charges.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, they were denied bail, and that's why they're not getting out until 2023. That has a lot to do with it, for sure.
I wish we had more positive things going on with hip hop, more positive music, more positive lyrics. I know this is something we've always talked about, but it's just really sad. It just all sounds the same these days.
Yeah.
And I just wish we could just take that turn,
Right.
and start a new trend. Let's do something positive.
Yeah, and freedom of speech is important, but like you say, Steve, not in this case. That is not the deal. For sure. All right. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, still trending, those pictures of Jay-Z and his daughter Blue Ivy at the NBA Finals. We'll talk about daddy-daughter relationships right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Father's Day is this Sunday, guys, and we just love the picture that was trending yesterday of Jay-Z and Blue Ivy, his daughter, sitting courtside at the Warriors versus Celtics game. Blue looking just like Beyonce. Okay,
I mean, just like your mom.
Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord.
She's really grown up, had her little hoop earrings, her wavy, pretty hair, curly hair. Yeah, just looking cute. Jay-Z went to put his arm around her. She was like, "Dad, my hair.
She's like,
my hair,
dude.
Dad."
She's such a
Move.
Anyway, so here's a question for you, Steve and Tommy. You both have daughters. So why is it so important for dads, we're talking dads here, to spend quality time with their daughters?
I'm gonna let Tommy start.
Tommy?
It's important. I mean, I'm who my daughter looks up to as a man. So I got to set a good example. I got to show her what to look for, what she's looking for when she, gets to the point where she wants to get married. I want my daughter to be able to look back and say, my dad treated me this way, that way, and this is the way a man is supposed to treat me. And she's getting ready to go off to college now, so I want her to have that in her head that, hey, this is the way you're supposed to treat me at all times, and I will not handle any disrespect. This is the way you're supposed to be a gentleman. This is the way you're supposed to care about me. The way that she sees that I care about her mother, this is the way it's supposed to go. So I'm always trying to be an example, so she'll know that's what I'm supposed to have, and this is the way I want my relationship or life to go. So I just try to be
her.
That's the number one thing that's important, that she gets a true example of how a man's love is. It's not physical. It's not abusive. The other thing that it does is it provides a young girl. It's important, man, for boys and girls, but I think even more so for girls, that they know what it is to feel protected.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
That's my daddy. I'm going to get my daddy. I tell my daddy. It's important, man, that fathers provide a safety net for their children. It's important that a father provide a safety net for his woman, his girlfriend, his fiance, his wife. That level of protection is, oh man, how calm would your life be if you knew somebody had your back? That's that's a relaxing feeling, man. When you know somebody got me. How many times have I heard Marjorie say, "I'm just glad you got this, cause I be looking at this sometimes." She said, "You bad man, Steve Harvey," and that makes me feel good because I know that she knows that, and all of my children know, and all of my daughters know.
Yeah.
Push come to shove, that dude right there, he coming for you.
Well said, Tommy, too. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we'll check your voicemail, Steve, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time now to check Steve's voicemail. And if you would like to leave a voicemail for Steve, call him, 877-29-STEVE, 877-29-STEVE. All right, Steve. So recently, during our Ask the CLO segment, I'm sure you'll remember this. A woman wrote in, said her 4-year-old son sleeps in the bed with her, and now that she's engaged, her fiance said it's time for the boy to sleep in his own bed. Well, you agreed with the fiance. You know, we had a problem with that. We wanted the baby to stay in the bed with the mommy. But this caller left a message and disagreed with you. Listen.
Okay.
You guys aren't taking live calls because you can't take the heat. But Steve, you have never raised a 4-year-old. You've never been around any of your children at the age of 4, nor your wife's children at the age of 4. So you have no idea how bonded the child is at 4 years old. Do your homework, bro.
Okay, now, first of all, you a damn lie, because Brandon and Carly, I watched them being born. You don't know nothing about me. And don't worry about Marjorie's kids and all this here. You don't call in my show talking about, oh, you can't take no heat. Your ass don't know what you talking about. I've been around kids. I've been around Winton since he was born. I've been around Broderick. I've been around them twins. You the one ain't been around me. Don't call here no more with this little monkey-ass statement. You don't know how kids are. I know plenty about kids. I ain't never had a child, but your ass gonna get in your bed at 4 and sleep by your damn self. That's what you gonna do. And you're not gonna call here no more with your damn wrong ass information. Cause I wish you would call here live. You ain't never been around your own kids. You don't know me. You an internet person.
All right.
You don't know
we're
damn
gonna move
thing.
on.
No, we ain't moving on. We staying right here. What was her name?
She didn't leave her name.
Oh, coward too. Oh, a coward. Now you gonna call in, tell me what I ain't, but you ain't gonna leave your name. I don't make these ragged ass calls to me no more. And this why we don't take the calls live. This why right here. Ain't nobody scared. This why we don't take live calls. Because they don't want this on the air.
All right, now we're moving on to a voice call from a caller who appreciates us, Steve. How about that?
Change. Thank you.
Uncle Steve, I just want to say God bless you and your whole entire morning show crew. Y'all are such a blessing. I appreciate the advice. I appreciate the straightforwardness. It has been an inspiration, and it keeps me going. It gives me my chuckle for the morning, and I love it. My kids love it, even though some of it's not children appropriate, but we do appreciate you. North Carolina represents all day, every day in sports, Uncle Steve and the crew.
Yeah, thank you very much for that.
Your
And
energy.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
I have levels. To do a morning show, you have to have levels.
Levels of
And I
praise.
just wanted to say thank you so much, sister. As far as you getting your chuckle on and loving the show and all the players on the show, we thank you very much. As far as sometimes it's not children appropriate, it's because our radio show is adult contemporary. AC Radio, we are the masters of adult contemporary. And sometimes we do say stuff that is child appropriate, but I'm not here to raise your kids. And based on the other caller, the reason I ain't able to raise your kids is because I ain't raised my own, according to that ignorant ass woman talking about you wasn't around none of your kids when they was 4. You just a damn lie. It's what you is.
Right.
It's what you is.
Thank you
Miss
for
Anonymous, chicken, coward ass lady. Yeah, call in here talking to me about my damn family. You'd have better off just been talking to me, but once you bring my
Well,
family
we had
into
another
it.
call, but
Well, you got another call. Well, whatever, Shirley.
your rant, because of your rant.
Rant, all that badass. Ain't nobody gave out no badass information on you. You ain't raised no 4-year-old. You wasn't been around in your kid's life. Heifer.
You ain't changed no diapers or nothing.
Hell,
You
fuck.
are a
Never
very
done
hard
that?
worker, Steve. All right. Thank you, Steve. Coming up next, it is the prank phone call for today with the nephew right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is, she got one more time. Okay.
And I mean that.
We've all heard that before.
And I'm gonna leave that right there.
All that go with it.
We'll find out what that's all about in just a few. But right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff? What's on the menu?
I got something stupid for you.
We know
this
that.
right here gonna be real stupid and ignorant for you. This is called baby chick. Baby chick. Okay? Yeah, just put that in your head right there. Put that in your head as you look down the menu of stupid. Baby chick. Cat dog, if you would.
Thank you for calling.
I'm trying to reach Warren, the manager. Is he in?
Hold for me 1 second, please.
This is Warren. Thank you for calling. May I help you?
Yeah, are you the manager there?
Yes, sir.
Your name Warren?
Yes, sir. This is Warren.
Okay, I need to actually file a lawsuit on y'all, and I'm actually calling you first to let you know that I'm getting ready to file a lawsuit on the whole grocery store for what did happen to me.
Sir, Tom, let me get. Hold on a second, sir. Let me do this. Let me. What did you say your name was?
My name is Evans. Evans is my name.
So Evans is your last name. Let me write this down. And you came into my store. Did you have an accident in my store or something? I'm not exactly sure what you're calling about.
I ain't had no accident. What happened was I came in there yesterday and I bought a bunch of groceries and I bought a carton of eggs.
Right.
Now when I got home, I was checking to make sure the eggs didn't break on the way home. When I got home, there was a baby chick inside the egg carton, man. One of the eggs had hatched and got my kids traumatized. Now, they don't even want to eat breakfast or nothing around here because there's a baby chick inside the carton of eggs. That don't make no sense, man.
Sir, I don't mean to, so you tell me there was a chicken, a baby chicken, actual chicken in the egg?
There was a baby chick inside the carton of eggs, man.
Okay.
And it got my kids traumatized, man. Don't nobody want to eat nothing that got eggs
if you just
no more around here because...
Sir, if you just calm down for 1 second. Listen.
Put that chick down. What I told y'all, put that chicken down in there. Put it down. It might have rabies. Say what now?
I don't even think that that's possible, first of all. If you had any idea how this thing comes from the farm to the store, they go over these eggs a countless number of times. And the temperature in the freezer, first of all, wouldn't even allow for a chicken to be alive. If you had a baby, I don't know how this one got past the system. Okay, but what I do know is we got a baby chick over here running around because y'all store ain't doing what y'all supposed to do, man. And now my kids are traumatized behind this. When did you say you were in here, sir?
I was in there yesterday. I bought the eggs yesterday, man.
Down here at Elm Street?
Yes, I bought them at the grocery store. I sure did.
Okay, let's do this. Why don't you bring the eggs into me? And the chick.
So now you want me to transport a baby chick back to the grocery store? Look, we already traumatized over here already behind this doggone baby chick, man.
So I'm not exactly sure what you were trying to pull here, but I don't think that. First of all, anyone with common sense would tell you that that's not possible. First of all, you can't have a baby chick living in a dozen eggs. There is no possible way that the temperature in my freezers are right above freezing. There's no chickens are a fragile creature in the first place. You can't have a little bird is not going to survive the transport from the farm to the factory to my store. I'm not sure what you're trying to do here.
Hey, I'm not going to go back and forth with you.
If you want to bring me a dozen eggs, bring the dozen eggs in. If you can catch the chick, catch the chick.
Hey, man, you're supposed to be the manager. You're not supposed to talk to me like this.
So I'm just trying to tell you as politely as possible, if you want to bring in the 11 eggs and a chick, I will gladly refund your money, give you another carton of eggs, whatever you want to do. But I'm not going to sit here on this phone.
I'm going to file a lawsuit because y'all done traumatized me and my kids.
Sir, listen. All right, let's just bring this down. A lawsuit, sir, over a dozen eggs.
A dozen eggs that got a baby chick in it, man.
So let me get your phone number and some information, and I will talk to my manager, and we will figure this thing out for you. Because I just don't believe that this would be possible. I don't understand how you would have.
Just leave him over there. Don't touch the chicken.
I just don't believe that this could possibly be happening. So it's unbelievable to me to even get this phone call.
Sir, I don't have time to go back and forth with you about how something happened. All I know is maybe it's a fluke accident, okay? But it happened. My kids are over here playing with a baby chick, and I'm traumatized. I don't even want to ever have breakfast ever again. And I'm going to make so I file a lawsuit on your show and your show.
Me? I don't think that has anything to do with me. I didn't do anything except come into work today. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to file a lawsuit,
okay, I'm going to file a lawsuit. I'm filing a lawsuit on the grocery store, and I'm filing a lawsuit on the manager, Warren, which is your for giving me a hard time about what I'm telling you that happened.
You ain't even got a hard time out of me yet. You understand what I'm saying? You want a hard time, come down here with those eggs.
I'm bringing the eggs down here, and I'm bringing that baby chick that's back down there too. I'm bringing all of it.
Well, please, because I'd like to see it. How much did you pay for those eggs?
I paid about $2. It ain't about how much I paid for the eggs. It's what you have traumatized me.
Yeah, because I'm going to give you just that much back in the whooping when you get here. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't give a
I got customers out here in line, legitimate people want my attention, and not some jack on the telephone talking about some chicken and a 11 egg.
Okay, well, let me tell you this, too. Do you have a guy that works at the checkout named Tyrant?
Yes.
Okay, Tyrant got me to prank phone call you. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Warren, your just got pranked.
What? You kidding me? Hey. Man, look. Man, I didn't even come up with chickens going through eggs, man. Man, I swear to God, I got people looking at me in this store like I'm crazy.
Hey, Warren, I got to ask you, man, what is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Man, it's the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Your checkout guy, Tyrant, he got you, man.
Yeah, I'm going to get him, too. I'm going to put him back in produce. I'm going to take him off the register. How about this? I get him stacking eggs.
There you go.
Huh?
He was not having it, Evans.
But you yelling at them kids. Put that baby chicken.
Damn chick down, man.
They're playing with a chicken.
You might have rabies.
Yeah.
But he stayed managerial for a while.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, and he knew his stuff too. He knew his stuff.
Yeah. I mean, they have a breakfast.
But then after a while, it got down to what it always do.
Foolish.
Bring that chick down here. I'm gonna give you that and her ass whooping.
Okay.
He was going out right till you told him you was gonna sue him too. He said, "What I got to do with it? All I did was come into work today." Once you tell a black person you taking them to court, we already know how this could go for.
Yeah.
It's gonna flip, baby. It's gonna flip.
For sure.
As long as I was stupid enough for y'all, I will be even more stupid on July 1st in Columbia, South Carolina. Yes, that is at the Koger Center, y'all. Koger Performing Arts Center. The nephew come to town. Come get it dead in your face and watch me work. I promise you, I am the truth. Come see it for yourself. They've been talking about it. Oh, Lord, they've been talking about it. Come see what they really talking about. The nephew.
All right, nephew. Thank you. Coming up next, today's Strawberry Letter, the subject, she's got one more time. All right, we'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, she's got one more time, okay? Dear Steve and Shirley, I've been dating a great man for almost 6 months. It was a long-distance relationship at first, but I moved to a city 3 weeks ago. I have an aunt that lives in the same city, and I'm living with her temporarily. My boyfriend gave me a key to his apartment and told me to make myself at home, so I stay with him most of the time. His mother has a key to his apartment too, and she comes and goes as she pleases. She usually stops by after work to have a glass of wine and chill, while the traffic dies down. If she doesn't see my boyfriend's car, she comes on in and won't even speak to me. If I've cooked, she'll make a plate. If we have leftovers, she'll make a plate. She doesn't talk to me and she doesn't ask before she eats our food. After a few visits from her, I asked my boyfriend why she only comes by when I'm there by myself. He laughed and said that his mother doesn't trust me, so she comes to keep an eye on me. I guess she thinks I'm a thief and her son has money hidden in the walls of his tiny one-bedroom apartment. I decided to ask her if she had a problem with me, and she got up in my face and told me that I was a stranger and didn't nobody tell me to move to her city and try to marry her son. While she talked, she was spitting food particles my way from between her spaced out brown teeth. My boyfriend walked in the nick of time. I told him his mom had one more time to ignore me in his home and eat something I cooked or bought without asking. He agreed with me and asked his mama to give him his house, but she refused to. He's been joking about his mom jumping on me, and I don't find that funny at all. Should I break up with him? Well, you didn't say it, but you are aware that you have a mama's boy on your hands, right? I mean, he's been joking about his mom jumping on you, but it's nothing funny about it at all, like you said. And so far, you've done nothing wrong, but please keep it that way. What you don't want to do is get into a fight with his crazy, disrespectful, rude bully of a mama, because I know you want to. I know you do. So the next question is, what are your plans with him? Is his mom right? Are you trying to marry her son? Is that the goal? If it is, are you sure? Are you sure? His mom is more than a handful, and he's got to be the one to stop her. Mama's boys usually can't or won't do that, okay? They won't stop their moms. They won't say anything. At least he said something, but mama's boys usually don't do that. I am glad he talked to her, though, but it didn't do any good. What he needs to do is let her know that you are the woman of the house now. He needs to get his key back from his mom, change the locks, whatever he's got to do. And if that doesn't work, why don't you move back with your aunt for a while? Think about getting your own apartment or moving, back to where you came from, breaking up with this guy, just moving on with your life, because mama's boys usually don't make good husbands. All right? Steve.
First of all, this isn't a case of mama's boy. I want to clarify that. The definition of a mama's boy, he doesn't fall into that in this letter. Shirley, you said something very important. You said that mama's boys usually don't say anything to their mother, but he did. Well, it's because he's not a mama's boy. He is not. Now, his mama is off the chain. And what this letter is about clearly you have a problem with the mama, and the mama got a problem with you. And in your estimation, due to the title of the letter, she got one more time. That's all. Now, you done moved into town with this man, and nothing wrong with this. You staying with an aunt, nothing wrong with that. You got to keep your boyfriend's house, ain't nothing wrong with that. You stay over there a lot. Problem is, the mother-in-law has a key to the apartment too. Now, this happened before you got there probably. And she usually stops by after work with a glass of wine and chill while the traffic dies down. If she don't see my boyfriend's car, she come on in and won't even speak to me. If I've cooked, now here we go. This is what we're dealing with, because this is going to help you when you get to the last part of this letter. If I've cooked, she'll make a plate. If we have leftovers, she'll make a plate. Now, we're dealing with a big girl here now. So you need to weigh this in to this decision that you're going to try to make in this letter later on.
How you know that?
Well, you making plates. Oh, she over there to make plates. Big people eat what's on the stove. Big people eat what's in the fridge. Big people eat what's in fall. big people will thaw stuff out in your freezer to get it ready. Big people know how to work the defrost button on a microwave. You know, I've never done that in my life. I've never put anything in the microwave to defrost, but big people do.
It never worked for me.
Big people know how to do it. Big people know how to defrost stuff in no time. Here's another thing, and one more thing. Big people do not have air fryers. I found that out true, too.
All right.
Deep fried.
We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, she's got one more time. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, she's got one more time.
Well, this letter one more time is coming from a woman who has this boyfriend that she moved into town to be closer to. And she's been staying with an aunt in that town, but he gave her a key to his one-bedroom apartment. And the problem is she stays over there a lot, but his mother had a key to the apartment too. Now, here the deal. She been staying over there often, cooking and stuff like that. But the mama stops by, even if she don't see the boyfriend's car in the driveway, and she'll come on in anyway and won't even speak to the girl that's in the house. She will eat and make a plate, and if we have leftovers, she'll make a plate. So what I've come to the conclusion in my own conclusionary way is this a big girl. Because that's what big people do. They make plates. They make plates. They do things you don't do. Here's another clue that this is a big person. They can work the defrost button on the microwave. I've never done that before. I don't even know how to do it.
This is not about
everything I defrost, I put in the sink in some water.
Well, that's you.
Well, I'm just telling you. Big people ain't got time for that process. They got to get this thawed out now. Here's another thing I've noticed. Here's another one I can tell you. This way, if you're dealing with a big person. Big people do not have air fryers. I'm going to say that again. They do not have air fryers.
Why is that, dog?
Why are you
Here's
talking
another
about
thing.
audiences?
I'm just giving you a rundown on big people because this letter ain't about nothing. Listen, here's something else you'll never find in their cupboard. Nothing that says vegan or paleo. It ain't in there. They don't eat paleo chips. They don't do none of that. Anyway.
Paleo.
She doesn't talk to me. She don't ask before she eat our food. And after a few visits from her, I asked my boyfriend why she only come by when I'm there by myself. He laughed and said his mother don't trust me, so she comes to keep an eye on me. Well, I guess she thinks I'm a thief and her son got money hidden in the walls of his tiny little one-bedroom apartment. So I decided to ask her if she had a problem with me. Here we go. This is what the letter about now. She got up in my face, told me I was a stranger, and didn't nobody tell me to move to her city and try to marry her son.
Oh, her baby.
Overprotective mama. Here we go. While she talked, she was spitting food particles my way from between her spaced out brown teeth. That's because she done gnawed them down and ate them to death. I'm telling you, this is a big person. When your teeth is brown, they got space in them. You done ate them and gnawed them down. They ain't even regular teeth no more. This is constant chewing. Constant chewing. You done spread them out. You done push stuff up in between your teeth and kept eating anyway. And just eventually done separated your teeth. And Brown now, every time she talk, food come between her teeth. This a big girl now. So you got to be careful. Your boyfriend walked in the nick of time. He walked in the nick of time for you. Because I'm finna tell you something. I told his mom she got one more time to ignore me. I told him his mom got one more time to ignore me in the house and eat something I cooked or bought without asking. He agreed with me and asked his mama to give him the key, but she refused to. He's been joking about his mom jumping on me, and I don't find it funny at all. Should I break up with him? Well, this is the part you want to avoid, young sister. Do not get in the fight with the mama. Now listen to me. She ain't in good shape because of her weight. But that first 20 seconds, though, she gonna hurt you. Big girl gonna hurt you with them brown teeth. With them spaces in between. No, it ain't gonna be a fight. She gonna whoop this young girl ass in this letter. Now, eventually, young girl can get the best of it if she's strong and determined. But for 20 seconds, though, she gonna wish she had never met his mama. Because she gonna put it on him. She got one more time before she start whipping your ass is what this letter look like to me. Now, I didn't want to say that to you, because I try to be helpful with these letters, but I'm finna save yourself from getting your ass beat by this old, raggedy mouth, brown tooth woman with a weight issue and loving her son like you finna take her baby away from her. You moved to this town and you doing your thing. Now, your question you have is, should I break up with him? I don't think this is worth breaking up. I think you got to break up with the mama. Now, if he not going to help you break up with the mama, then you're going to have to break up with not him. You're going to have to break up with them. Start staying over your aunt's house until he get it together. Don't come back. You're going to end up moving back to the city you came from.
Yeah, she is. All right, post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Coming up at 46 minutes after, it's Sports Talk with Junior right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
All right, how'd it go yesterday out there on the on the course, man?
Well, we took third place yesterday. Okay. The second golf tournament. This is the big one with the most players in it. Okay. And yesterday we took third place, which was good, man. But I forgot to put on suntan lotion on my arms. Boy, my arms is itching this morning. I done burned my skin out there, stupid ass, just like. I'm standing out there like I'm white. Dumbass standing out here like you white, like you. Put some damn.
Sunblock.
Sunblock on.
It's too late now, man. By the time Sunday get here, my arms gonna look like a lizard.
Yeah.
Hide up, man. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. Also in NFL news, man, Deshaun Watson spoke out the other day, apologized for bringing negative attention to the city of Cleveland and the Cleveland Browns and his family, and he also ended with he is innocent of all charges. Also, with next thing you know, Baker Mayfield and the Browns agreed to excuse Baker from training camp. Baker made it clear he doesn't want to play in Cleveland.
Well,
and
I
this
guess
is
not.
You think?
He made clear he don't want to play in Cleveland.
They made it clear, didn't they?
But here's the thing. Well, they mutually agreed to split. But here's the thing. With everything going on with Deshaun Watson, you would think that Baker would be the backup since he knows the team. I don't know why they let him go, but they did. So
they don't even want that.
They don't even want that.
Well, you say they released Baker Mayfield?
No. They excused him from camp. He's still on the roster.
Oh,
he just,
boy.
Yeah.
So
he's still on the roster.
Traded. Then
he wants to be traded.
Yeah. Well, and that's gonna happen. Look, they don't want him.
Right.
Yeah. They clearly don't want
him.
him.
Why would he go somewhere to be the backup on a team that don't want him? That's not good for the locker room. And we don't give a damn what Baker talking about.
That's how Cleveland feels.
You know, we went and got Deshaun Watson. Now, I'm just sorry, but I think something's going on with this trial with him, and I am in the innocent to proven guilty mode. And it is just too much garbage in here. How you go to grand jury and there are no evidence at all to bring about a charge on this man. Something else is going on here, man.
All right, game 6 tonight. Do we have a champion or we got a game 7?
No, you're going to have a game 7.
Game 7.
Yeah, you're going to have
Game 7. Oh, man.
But all I know is they beat them boys without Steph Curry last time. Steph ain't finna have 2 games like that.
No, I can't see it happen.
Tatum got to have a good game.
Right.
Oh, Tatum better be explosive.
Yeah.
All right, Junior, thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, a lady on Facebook has a social dilemma. She's being told what to bring to the barbecue, and she doesn't like that. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here's a question from Facebook, guys. Michelle wrote, Juneteenth and Father's Day are both this weekend. There will be plenty of celebrations, and I'm invited to a few barbecues. And I'm always happy to bring something for the party, but I'm sick of hosts giving me specific instructions on what to bring. I get that they don't want a bunch of overlap with what guests bring, but I also think it should be my choice on what I want to contribute. They always ask me to bring the potato salad, and sometimes I'm just not in the mood to make potato salad. It's a lot of work. I would rather just pick up something simple from the store instead of spending time cooking. Steve and the morning crew, am I wrong for feeling this way? Should guests have a say in what they contribute?
No.
That's a privilege, ain't it?
Well,
I'm just saying, if you potato salad on, because we really don't like everybody potato salad, so they must like her. So that's a privilege.
That's an honor.
That's a funny acting about that potato salad.
That's true, but here's the other side of it too. They don't like the other stuff you've been bringing.
Okay.
Now they done worked it out over the years. Hey, just put her on potato salad. Come on now, cause she know how to do that. Cause all right, was y'all here when she made the baked bean casserole? Anybody saw that?
Casserole.
Right. Baked bean casserole. See how was that? Did you like that? No. No. Did you like her rib omelet? Did you like that dish?
Rib omelet.
No.
Yeah. How about when she bought the other year that brisket pie? Did everybody like the brisket pie?
No, we did not.
Let her ass bring this potato salad. Don't let her do nothing else. And what about when she was a vegan? Did you remember that? And she bought everybody them slaw sandwiches. Remember that? Did y'all? Okay. No, get her ass to bring these potato salads. This damn slaw sandwich in here with all this barbecue sauce. I kept biting into it thinking I was missing the meat.
It was on purpose.
I thought the strawberry letter mama was here and she was biting through and just missing meat with them spaces in her teeth. It just wasn't no damn meat on it at all.
This one you know they don't want you around the food. Right. Just bring some ice, dog. Just bring some ice.
Plates and cups.
Fine with that. Yeah, fine with that.
Go ahead, Shirley.
Yeah. So what don't you want to see coming to the barbecue?
Who don't you want to see?
Mm-hmm. Who don't you want to see? Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of people.
Who don't you want to see?
Big ass cousin. Oh my God.
Who, Junior? I love your family, Junior. Who?
Cousins, man. I mean, he got out of jail, but every time he talked to me, he's over in the shade. It's always dark area. Come on, let me holler at you right quick.
Your family been in jail.
I don't want to talk to nobody in the corner in the dark. Lord have mercy. Talk out here at the light where everybody can hear, man.
Just penitentiary moment.
Where you're safe.
Hey man, I got a lead on this kilo, man. You think you can help me out? What?
Drug deal?
Dog, what did you say? I got a deal on this kilo. You think you can talk about no kilo, dog? Dog, that ain't what I do. Hey man, do you know I've actually had somebody ask me something like that before? Hey man, look, I know you don't get down like this, but man, I'm gonna get your money back. I said, bro, what you need? Look, man, I'm gonna get your money back. I said, bro, how you gonna get my money back by Friday? I'm finna flip this dope. I said, bro, I can't give you no money on that. Hold up, dog, you just said if I need something, come to you. Dog, I ain't asked you to come to me with this. Bro, ain't nobody got to know what you give me the money for. Dog, I know.
Yes.
I know, dog. I'm not finna get tied into this kind of way. Sir, where did you get the money for these kilos, Steve Harvey?
Exactly. A snitch.
Oh, man,
No, you did the right thing.
I'm not finna be in this no kinds of way. Oh, damn, dog. I thought you was down. You don't even help a brother out. I'm trying to help you stay out of prison. You stupid ass. You just got out 2 years ago. You know how
All
it's
right,
hard out here. I can't find nothing. Oh, man. And?
All right, coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, congratulations, Steve. This Father's Day weekend is the Steve and Marjorie Harvey Mentoring Camp for Young Men at the Harvey Legacy Ranch. Congratulations.
Starts later today.
That is awesome.
Well, no, it won't. No, it's at Camp Grace this year.
Oh, Camp Grace.
I don't have the ranch in shape yet. You know, the ranch I bought, it's been closed for 3 years because of COVID.
How many acres is that ranch, dog?
Which one?
The one you just bought.
The new one. Legacy. A lot, remember?
1,600.
God!
Any more questions, nephew?
God!
Ain't that a city?
What?
So, Steve, tell us about the camp, though.
That's
I mean,
Buckhead.
There may be some people who don't know about your mentoring camp. What is it all about, though?
It's for a camp. The boys' camp is for fatherless boys. They're not fatherless, but they don't have fathers in their lives. And they're being raised by single mothers or single women or women in their families
single mothers
that need help raising these boys. And so you give them to me for 4 or 5 days. And we instill certain values in them, and we talk to them about manhood and dreams. This year's focus is the dream. We have a theme this year, the dream. That's so important when you're dealing with boys. You have to find out what their ultimate dream is, because the dream cannot be to be a gangbanger. The dream cannot be to set it out for your set.
All right,
it
Steve.
starts today.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll do a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, time now for another round of Would You Rather. Would you rather never ever have to get tired or never ever have to go to the bathroom? Which one?
Never have to get tired. I got to go now.
Yeah, I'm going.
I got to go. I enjoy going to the bathroom.
Who you know don't go?
It's oversharing.
I got TV, computer in my bathroom. I enjoy it. I can lock the door. People don't know where I am. Oh, I enjoy it. I enjoy the feeling of going to the bathroom.
I got a built-in water spray bidet. I got you know.
No, it's enjoyable for me, and I like the feeling of being in the bathroom, sitting there, naked, ain't got no clothes on.
My seat got a heater on it. What?
You know.
All right, well, thank you, Junior.
No. I never want to never get tired, man. I like going to the bathroom. Just good feeling.
Yeah.
That's all.
I'd have sat in that bathroom till my legs went to sleep.
Numb.
How long were you in there?
I'm talking
It
about
don't take the
got up and just fell into the door. Ain't had no
After sitting up
legs.
so long.
Got up and just ain't had no legs.
All right, moving on. Would you rather have no one show up to your wedding or no one show up to your funeral?
To the wedding.
Yeah. We ain't gonna
Want
see
your
the
funeral pack?
I want the funeral pack. I need some acknowledgement. Crime,
Some remarks,
tributes. Oh, building shut down, you know.
You need flags
Traffic
and
block.
Yeah, I don't everything. I need,
Yeah.
woo, 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 woo. I need all that, man. I need some flags. I'm talking about the funeral procession. They 30 minutes shut down all these cars.
Sold out.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just gonna say.
All right. Would you rather have your own private jet or your own private island?
How we gonna get to the island if we ain't got the damn jet?
You can't land a jet on it.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna buy no little island. If I'm gonna get an island, I'm gonna get a big island.
Mm-hmm. All right, last one. Would you rather sit near the printer or sit near the water cooler?
What?
Sit near the printer? Yeah.
I ain't got no
Or the water cooler.
Either way, I'm doing bad. I don't like that.
Sit by the printer or the water cooler.
Yeah.
What the hell? I'm working at when I'm
Remember
sitting
when
next
we
to
used
the damn water cooler.
Work out of an office or
You can hear all the
studio.
gossip at the water.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't got no bottled water in here.
All right. That's today's round of Would You
I ain't
Rather.
have an assistant that go get this printing. What is
Coming up in 49 minutes after the hour, we'll close out the show with our last break. And of course, Steve will have some closing remarks that you don't want to miss right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are. Last break of the day on this Thursday. Last break of the day as we head into Father's Day weekend, Juneteenth weekend, Steve.
You know what? My closing remarks today, I wanted to talk about what this thing called fatherhood and manhood has been for a lot of men out there listening. And I don't claim to be the spokesperson for fatherhood and manhood, but I have mastered manhood. I have a PhD in manhood. You can't get any more degreed or thorough into manhood as me. I don't care who you are. There's not a man living who can tell me anything about manhood. Not manhood. I'm sorry. Now, you can tell me about some situations in manhood. I'm always capable of learning. But ain't nothing else about manhood you can tell me. And most men that have been around this long will tell you the same thing. I have a master's PhD. I'm magna cum laude. I'm all of that. I'm what's that word I don't never get right? The Valdivic, what is that?
Valedictorian.
Dictorian.
What would you thought?
Valedictorian.
What did you think? Yeah.
Well, I thought it was a valedictorian, like victory. I thought it was valedictorian the whole time. I thought it was that the whole time because I wasn't going to get it. So anyway, when it comes to manhood, I'm that.
Yes.
I really am. It has been an honor to be a man for many of us. It has been an honor and a privilege to be a father. It has been an honor to be a husband. See, I'm involved in all three aspects of manhood: husband, father, and man. I'm in all three. And I'm going to tell you something. Being a man is hard. Now, ladies, when I say this, it's not to say that womanhood isn't, because I know nothing about being a woman. And from my bird point view, it looks hard to me. It looks, oh my God. And I'm not just saying it because we got a lot of women listening. Being a woman looks really, really hard to me. I really don't know how you do it. Childbirth is unthinkable. How you deal with men and all that come with us, that's a whole nother level. And then you put a baby in the mix, and motherhood, womanhood looks extremely difficult. So please know, when I talk about the difficulties of manhood, is not comparing the two. But manhood is hard, and it comes with some things. And even though it has been an honor and a privilege for be a man, I'm going to tell you something right here. I was talking to Charlemagne, the God, the other day, and I met his wife for the first time, 24 years. And I looked at him, and she was standing there. We had been talking. But then later on that night, I saw him again, and we were talking, and I said, hey, man, I see why you are who you are. And she started smiling. I said, the success comes from you, my brother, but your greatness comes from her. See, I've discovered this. You can be a successful man. You really can. You can sign a contract. You can get a career. You can get your degrees. You can become a successful man. But you will never be a great man without a woman. There are no great men without women. I don't know any. And if you can come up with the one that you think is great without a woman, okay. But there was a woman somewhere involved in his existence. You cannot become a great man without a woman. And I'm going to tell you something about this thing called manhood. You can't really know what manhood entails until you attach yourself and all that comes with it to a family. Oh, my goodness. If you want to come see what manhood really is, attach yourself to a family, brother. And I mean do it the right way. Attach yourself to a woman and some children and do it the right way and watch and see what happens. If you think manhood is hard, and it is, if you think manhood is challenging and has a bunch of difficulties in it and some bunch of tests that's hard to pass, you're absolutely right. But if you think that's what it is, I got some more news for you. If you really want to experience real manhood and see what manhood is all about, attach it to a family. Be responsible for the welfare of a wife and some children. Or just be responsible for the welfare of a woman and children. She ain't even got to be your wife. But take on the real manhood responsibility of caring for somebody more than you care for yourself. That's the true measure of man. When you love someone more than you love yourself, now you messing around with what manhood really is. You got to have a baby that you would die for. A baby somewhere that you will kill somebody about. Now you understand what manhood is. So as we approach Father's Day, and manhood being all that it is important, this Father's Day is a whole nother thing. If you are a father, get to doing your job. There are no excuses allowed. I'm sorry. Get to doing your job as a father, no matter what that means or what it takes, by any means necessary. Y'all have a great one. Hey, listen, talk to God, y'all. He would absolutely love to hear from you.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.